Good morning. Hey girl, hey. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, hi baby, I am Fancy. It is so nice to have you. If you are returning, welcome back for another girl chat. Now, you girls took advantage of the discounts this weekend. I just want to say thank you for the support. You girls are absolutely everything. It doesn't matter what I do. You show out, and I'm so grateful and thankful. Today is Monday, Cyber Monday, so I wanted to go ahead and announce. Give me 1 second. I'm over here trying to get some air put on my tires, and then I'm going to the gym. But I wanted to get this video recorded and hopefully edited it as quickly as I can so you have enough time to see this video and to take action. But as a lot of you girls know, we are having our next in Jamaica, the islands, the Caribbean. Like, listen, we are going to turn up and turn out. As y'all know, Tiffany Trump, newlywed, met her billionaire heir going on a vacation out of the country, and so we're gonna follow in her footsteps. So we are gonna go out and we're gonna secure the bag. There will be a convention out there during the time that we are going, and we have a travel agent that is part of our Patreon. Like, we have a little bit of everything. We have nurses, we have doctors, we have attorneys, we have everything in Patreon, okay? And if you're not there, sis, what are you doing? But neither here nor there. We have a travel agent that happens to be in our Patreon, and she is coming out with the packages. And like, we're looking at the places that the royals have stayed. We're looking at different resorts to accommodate what we're trying to accomplish, what we're trying to attract. Okay, it's giving bank. So today will be the last day that I will honor the early bird special, and we do not have that many spots left. Honestly, I don't even know, once this video goes out, if we will even have a spot or two left. But definitely inquire, since we will be going out of the country. I do want it to be a tight, close, intimate group. So we have 3 spots left as of right now. So definitely inquire and take advantage of the early bird special and get that discount on your tickets to attend the trip with us. It will be in March, so just email me for more information on that. So yeah, let's get into this video. Please subscribe if you're not already. Please like this video. This video is a safety video, and I feel like it's important to get out to all women, especially women who are sugaring and who are dating multiple people, because you have to stay on your P's and Q's. A lot of this stuff should be common sense or taught to us by our family, but just the society that we're living in, even if it was taught or not, I want to emphasize on how important it is. So definitely share this video, share, regardless if you're sugaring or not. It's important to be aware of these things. So let these guys check my air pressure right quick, and then I'm gonna get in an area where the sun is not washing me out. So give me 1 second and we can jump right into this girl chat. Okay girls, so a lot of you women may already be very aware and cautious of the things that I'm going to cover when it deals with traveling with friends, strangers, potentials, just traveling in general. Even if you're traveling alone, I just wanted to, cover some overall general rules. Unfortunately, as a lot of you girls know, there was a young lady that just got murdered in Mexico, and she traveled with a group of people that she considered friends, and those were the people who contributed to her end, unfortunately. So I just wanted to do a video to cover this, because within our Patreon we do have weekly group live chats, and we are actively discussing different ladies' situations. They're sharing their story and giving us background on the guy and telling us the situation, and they're giving advice, we're offering advice, we're finessing, we're getting to that bag. We have a community where we are able to get second opinions when it comes to certain things. And so we discuss this quite often, so a lot of you girls in our Patreon know this already. already. But the first thing I wanted to touch on is never, ever, 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 ever travel with someone who does not know your name. I get it quite often in my DMs and emails and one-on-one coaching calls. Just when I speak to you girls with Fancy, they know me by this name because, again, y'all should have a sugaring name. People having access to your name, they can pull up a lot of information about you, and it's about being safe, especially when you are out here dealing with multiple people. So y'all ask Fancy, what do I do? He knows me as Lily Rose, whatever you may go by, but I need to get him to purchase my ticket. What do I do? If he's not aware of your real name, there's no reason why you're traveling with him or to him. That right there is a red flag. He might be a great guy, and let's hope that he is, but until you guys have built a relationship where you have shared more of your life and you feel as if you can trust him with knowing your real identity, you know what I mean, then you do not need to be traveling with that person. Now, if you are traveling with that person and you decide, oh, I just told him to give me the money, I'm gonna book my own flight, all this other stuff, have that same energy when you are booking the hotel. These men, if possible, should really honestly not even know what hotel you're staying at. If you are traveling to them, you do not need to be staying in their house. You don't need to be staying in their guest house. You don't need to be staying at one of their properties. And I don't mean like, oh, well, Fancy, I know him, duh, I did research, he works here, this is his name, this is his information, this is his mother's maiden name, and all this other stuff, because that doesn't mean that you know him. That means that you know of him. And I mean know this man when he gets what he wants. How does he act? When he doesn't get what he wants, how does he act? You know, when he gets upset, what kind of person is he when he is angry? Is he a violent person? Is he an aggressive person? When he gets drunk, when he's under the influence of something, how does this man act? If I'm sleeping, what will he do? If I have money laying, will he take the money? If I ask him to cover something, is he going to cover it in full and plus some, or is he going to try to rip me off and give me the bare minimum, or give me fake money, or reverse charges? Or if you don't know this man, you do not need to be traveling to or with this man. Next thing, when you are getting a hotel, and again, a lot of you girls are going to do what you want to do, so, or maybe you think you know him, but you don't. So if you're ever in a situation where you're still a bit uncomfortable, which you should never be uncomfortable if you are traveling with someone or to someone, I would honestly say, or have a story that you know somebody out there, you have family out there, you have a girlfriend out there, you're staying with a girlfriend. But the only issue that comes up when you're staying with a girlfriend, he's not going to, cover the hotel expenses if you're staying with a girlfriend. So, yeah. But if you don't need your hotel expenses covered for whatever reason, and you are staying with a girlfriend or something like that, make sure he knows. So he knows that if anything happens, you have somebody that has your back. You have somebody that can second your story and co-sign for you. There we go. You have someone that knows exactly what's going on and that will have your back if he tries to do anything crazy. So always try to mention knowing someone within that area when it comes to these men. Now, ways to not share the hotel information would be give them the information to a hotel that's nearby, but not the actual hotel. So y'all don't need to be at hotels anyways when it comes to hotel bars or hotel restaurants. Y'all need to be at places where you literally have to walk in and walk out. And never leave your drink unattended. Never go to the bathroom and return and the server has have your drink on the table. If the drink is on the table, say, hey, can you go ahead and remake this? Or you can, if you're getting up from the table, walk over to your server and say, hey, I'm stepping away, I'm going to the restroom, can you wait to bring my drink to the table until I return? That's what you need to do. Never have a drink or drink from a glass that has been unattended for any amount of time. So that's another tip. And when you're going on these trips, don't drink too much. Don't engage in recreational drugs. Don't put your body or your senses in a state where you are not alert and on point at all times. This is not a time to get wasted. This is not a time, even when you're with your girlfriends or just associates. These people aren't your family, and they're not going to have your back like you think. They might steal from you. They might just leave you there because they're not, as if they're not responsible for you. So be responsible for yourself and never overdo it. Having a drink or two, preferably mixed drinks and not shots, so you can gradually get there versus taking it to the head multiple times and the alcohol hit you at one time, is something that I highly suggest that you do. Let me think. Another thing that I would be cautious of when traveling is, if you're ever traveling and you're in an unfamiliar city, or even if you're not traveling, if you're at home and you notice somebody following you, do not drive home. Do not go to your hotel room. Do not continue to go to, the planned destination, even if you do have a friend there. Not only are you putting yourself at danger, if, say, you're going to a coffee shop to meet a girlfriend and you notice somebody following you from the grocery store, you're putting not only yourself in danger, but you're putting your friend in danger too. And definitely don't go home or try to have a high-speed chase on the highway, because if your adrenaline is rushing and pumping and stuff like that, you're not going to be driving your best. You need to drive to a police station. If somebody is ever following you any time of day in any familiar city, an unfamiliar city, drive to a police station. Once you pull into that police station, if they are crazy enough to pull into that police station with you, press the horn on your vehicle multiple times, and don't do it where it seems like it's a car alarm. Do it sporadically, like someone is going to be alerted, like something is going on, and they will come out there. And I learned this when I was dancing. I left the club, ended up pulling into a police station because I literally was headed to my babysitter's house at like 3 o'clock in the morning from leaving the club. And I did not want them to know where my child goes, or try to, if I lose them, they're going to stalk or try to hurt, this family, or come back to do something crazy trying to get to me. So go to a police station if you are ever being chased, being followed. When you are traveling with a group of girls or a group of associates or colleagues or co-workers or whatever the case may be, even people that you consider your friends, but maybe they're inviting other people that you might not really know of, you need to have your own room. Number one, you don't have to worry about people using your things or stealing your things. And number two, when you have your own room, if you're sleeping, if you're in a shower, if you're changing, you need to keep that lock on your door locked. So from my knowledge, the girl who unfortunately just passed away, she was sleeping in bed or laying down, and everybody was able to get into her room and start recording before she even was able to wake up. There was no reason why these people were able to walk and gain access into her room. And I do believe since she paid for it, she had the master room. So I haven't been to Mexico, but if you're able to lock your door. If you're able to have your own room, have your own room. And share your address, your room location, all that information with a family member or a trusted person that's, not on the trip, and that they need to be checking in with you. If you don't hear from me today around this time, follow up with me. I'll send you a text message. If you don't hear from me during this length of time, then this is what you need to do. Always have a game plan. And then when you're traveling and stuff like that, you need to have your flight back home. Do not go somewhere with no money at all. If you don't have money, if your bills are not paid up, you should not be traveling. You need to stay your butt at home, and you need to get your finances together. That's first and foremost. Number two, do not travel if you don't have emergency money, meaning if anything happens, God forbid, you can get seen as, you're able to pay for prescriptions, to see emergency care. You're able to go to the ER. If you have extra money in case of anything, absolutely anything. Second, don't travel nowhere without a return flight. And if you are traveling somewhere without a return flight, because, you know, I don't always, because a lot of times I don't know when I want to come back, but always have money to purchase a flight back home. I've seen too many situations where girls are going out to see men and that man don't give them money because they don't sleep with him, or the man doesn't get what they want, or the man was just a scammer in general. He was never going to pay for the return flight. He was just going to get the girl out there, do whatever he did to her, and call it a day. And the girls are stuck out there and they're not able to get home. And it's not your family's responsibility or loved ones to try to bail you out of a situation like that. So it is important to have a return flight, or have the money to get a return flight. Also, I want to cover some other things that some ladies may not know, but it will help them. Be aware of the laws. Do not do anything that's funny, that you think is funny. Don't try to be entertainment for your group and catch yourself in jail. Don't, you know, I've seen girls on social media jump through the drive-through window. Like, go through the drive-through. They didn't get her food order right, so she climbed through her window, through the drive-through's window, and she's literally in the kitchen of the restaurant yelling and screaming and twerking and all this other stuff. And literally, I don't know if that's her city, not her city, but regardless of the case, don't do ignorant, stupid things. Intoxicated or inebriated to the point where we are unaware of what we're doing. Be responsible. Make good choices. You can have fun without being reckless, without being dangerous, without being loud and ghetto and ratchet, and, you know, and keep your hands to yourself. There is no reason why any adult should ever be putting their hands on someone else. If you're not happy about something, if somebody offended you, if somebody disrespected you, you know, say what needs to be said, if anything needs to be said, and then go about your business. And then a lot of times, just be mature, because it's not even worth provoking the other person by getting the last word in. Their opinion does not matter. However they feel is not going to contribute to the person who you are. It's not going to mess up nothing you have going on. But what will affect your future is the actions that you engage into in certain situations that was not that serious. If you are traveling with a man, a new guy, anybody that you've known for less than a year, anybody that hasn't consistently provided for you financially, anybody who you have not met, people that they know, like, that are close to them, like colleagues and, you know, their friends. If you haven't met their family, if you don't know this person and know people who know this person and know that this person's people know you, you shouldn't be traveling with them. But if you do, know that these men want to have sex. There is not one man out there that is wanting to take a woman that he has not known for longer than a year, that he has provided for longer than 6 months to a year, and think that he does not want to have sex. These men want to have sex with you. They want to sleep with you. They want to engage into all of the activities. So if you're just like, oh, he hasn't done anything disrespectful, he hasn't said anything cringe, he hasn't done anything shady, like he hasn't even, like, he's just so quiet and reserved, he's kind of geeky, I like geeky, and, you know, he's so insecure, like he could never. Those are the crazy ones. At least the ones that are more touchy-feely, or, oh baby, I just, you know, what are you wearing, or, you know, talk to me while you're in the shower, or those creeps, at least you know what they have in their mind. But the ones that are able to have two personalities, these men want to have sex. So that's what needs to be in your head. If you are planning on traveling with one of these guys and they have told you that they were going to provide you an allowance, shopping, they're going to compensate you. They're going to compensate you for your time, for your missed work, for, you know, just for coming and along for their business trip or whatever the case may be. Get the money up front. Get the money up front, get the money up front, get the money up front. Because as soon as you get out there and he takes you to dinner, or he spends a little bit of money on you, and then he feels as though, okay, this is the time to make my move, I'm gonna get my prize, I brought her on this trip, took her to dinner, we did a little shopping, it's time for me to get a little something. That's when he's gonna wiggle in. That's when he's gonna try to sleep with you. As soon as you try to shut that down, there is a high chance that anything else that he promised you is not going to be fulfilled, because he is going to be upset. It is likely. We've had a girl within our group live chat, which we have our live chats every week on Wednesday, and she said she went out there, and after she refused his passes, they did not speak for the remaining of the trip. You know, they might have had dinner here and there, but she went her way, he went his way, and he had the cold shoulder, treated her like she was so do you think a person like that can bring a woman out there, a woman says no, and for him to treat you like garbage because you said no, and treat you like the stranger you are? He's gonna treat you like the stranger you are. You think if he was a violent person, he wouldn't have, or a determined person, he would have not tried to continue to try to press the situation to try to hurt her? You don't think that if he agreed to additional money, that if she said no, at this time he's going to still like, well, let me at least pay you what I owe you? They're not going to do that. So know that these men want the goodies. If you're not willing to give up the goodies, you need to have your money up front, because you do not know if this person is a gentleman, if he's going to truly, you know, fulfill what he said he was going to do. And a lot of times they think that you understand that, hey, I'm providing all of this, the least you can do is give me a little, you know. So I hope these tips helped you. It was kind of all over the place. I just wanted to make it more broad outside of dating when it comes to with any strangers, any person, any gender. And I say that because you girls' safety is absolutely everything to me. It is so important, regardless if you feel like everybody should know this or doesn't know this. I believe that this is something that must be discussed continuously. I feel like this must be brought up, and we must be reminded of this at all times. And I feel like with this being the holiday season and people traveling, it's going to be winter break, and you know, we're outside. We're literally outside. We're catching flights. We're grabbing bags. I just kind of want to just say again and remind you, you have to be careful. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to know what you're doing. You have to have a game plan. What if this happens? What am I going to do? So I love you girls. Be safe, and please take advantage of the Black Friday early bird discount for the Jamaica tickets. Again, the sale is over today at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, and if we still have spots available after today, it will go to regular price, and you can still purchase the tickets until the tickets are sold out. So we are getting ready for our Los Angeles girls trip. It is just a few weeks away. I'm super excited to meet you girls. I'm super excited to take over Los Angeles with you girls and just, you know, be a part of making memories, growing this journey, and getting to that bag. This is going to be a Christmas to remember. So I'm super, super excited for that. And then as we're making plans for Jamaica, I am so lit. Like, I'm super psyched about it. And yeah, so I love you girls so much. Definitely join our Patreon. You have to join our Patreon. You will love it if you are serious about growing, networking, and truly living a lavish, pretty, paid and privileged lifestyle. So I love you girls so much. You have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Patreon tomorrow, I will be posting in there. Wednesday, we will be doing our live chat. It will be the 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time slot, so set your clocks for that, and we will finally get back to our Finesse Fridays this Friday. Thank you girls so much for being patient with me. I love you so much. See you next time. Bye.